Hello and welcome to the Gadgets and Gizmos Show on Headlines Today, a show where we get you the latest and the best from the world of technology. I'm Sahil Manikpala, and this week we have a power pack episode lined up for all you guys and girls out there. But before we begin, let's take a quick look at the lineup. On the show this week, top 5 safety apps that every woman should have on their smartphones. There's also a brand new game for all you racing fans out there. And it's goodbye Xiaomi, as the Chinese smartphone manufacturer gets banned in India. Alright, so that was the lineup, and our top story today concerns all you lovely ladies out there. Safety is our biggest concern when crime against women in Indian cities has been on an all-time high. So keeping that in mind, we're going to bring you the top 5 must-have apps that every woman should consider installing on their smartphones. Take a look.
First up is Nirbhaya Be Fearless, and it is perhaps the most apt way to begin the list. Free to download on Android smartphones, this app that can be used in any type of emergency to protect women and dear ones using a single-click distress signal through call or message to a specified group or contact. Moreover, you can also use this app to help others by stamping the safe and unsafe areas in your city. Next up on our list is Be Safe, and this is one must-have app that every woman should have on their smartphones. Be Safe is designed for providing everyday safety by allowing you to set network of family and friends with whom you can share your location. The Guardian Alert button in the app will send an alarm message in times of need to your friends and family, while GPS will track your location and whereabouts.
Alarm activated. All Guardians alerted.
With over 500,000 downloads, Be Safe is available to download for free both on Android and iOS. Then there is Safety Pin, which comes in really handy when you're traveling to a new or an unknown locality and wish to know its safety levels. The app provides a view of the area you're looking for along with its safety score, comments as well as pictures. So with the help of this app, you can take necessary precautions while moving to a new neighborhood, city or any other place. Safety Pin is free to download on both Android and iOS. For college students, Circle of 6 is a must-have app. As the name suggests, you can add 6 trusted friends to your circle and let them know when you're facing a troublesome situation. With 2 taps, the app sends out one of the 3 predetermined alert messages to 6 contacts of your choice and includes your real-time location. The app also consists of pre-programmed hotline numbers and a local number that can be customized to call the police. Circle of 6 is free to download on both Android and the App Store. Last on our must-have apps for women is Telltale, which is an excellent app for women using public transport. Creation of Delhi Integrated Multimodal Transit System Limited, the app allows the user to be tracked through the GPS on their phone or the vehicle. The user can also send instant alerts to a chosen group of contacts as well. But perhaps the best thing about Telltale is that it lets your location be known even if there is no GPS on your mobile phone, as location can be monitored through the vehicle's GPS. So those were the top 5 safety apps every woman should definitely install on their smartphones. And always remember, safety is not a precaution, safety is a necessity.
Now the Android tablet space is way too full of devices and brands. So many in fact that it's hard to find more than a handful of devices that stand apart in terms of innovation. But now there is a new entrant to this list, one that could spoil the party for a lot of others. I'm of course talking about the new Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2, and up next TV Today's Nishant Nair gets you the entire lowdown on this new offering. Take a look.
Tablets have become a rage today, and they have given the PC makers a run for their money. Today we have Lenovo's Yoga Tablet 2, and we try to find out whether it stands tall to its price, its productivity and the design. So let's talk about the design. The Yoga Tablet 2 is a very slim, a very sleek product. It's got silver textured patterns all over, which gives it a very nice and a classy feel. It's a very good product to look at and to hold. And it's got two boom sound speakers in the front that make sure that you get very good sound. Also, what I really like about this product is the kickstand that doubles up as a stand on flat surfaces, also on your lap. Now let's talk about the display. The Yoga Tablet 2 is a 10.1-inch Full HD screen. It's got very good color reproduction. It has wide viewing angles, but under the sun, the screen tends to get reflective, and that could be a lag while you're working outside. Moving on to the specifications, this tab is powered by a 1.86 GHz processor coupled with 2 GB RAM. It has 16 GB internal memory. That is certainly not the best out there, but it's decent enough. But the aid is here that it's got a micro SD card slot, and the expandable memory is up to 64 GB. That is a respite of some sorts for sure. Performance-wise, this tablet does a decent job. Considering it's a mid-range tablet and the specifications it has, we've had no lag experience of any sorts while we played heavy-duty games or we were sifting through apps. It's a very good tablet to have and to multitask on. Moving on to the camera, the tablet offers two cameras, a 8-megapixel primary camera and a 1.6-megapixel secondary camera. The 8-megapixel camera does a decent job, however, it has an awkward positioning. Your palms will cover it whenever you hold it in a landscape mode. The 1.6-megapixel secondary camera does a decent job if you're taking selfies or you're talking on Skype. The battery stands tall for 1.5 days usage and is very good for charging different products as well, thanks to this mini USB. For Rs 28,990, this tablet offers a great design, a great battery backup and a lag-free experience. More so, the product also offers a kickstand, which I think is a big necessity for all tablets out there.
Now, if you're a fan of Xiaomi smartphones, then be prepared to be shocked. In a surprise body blow to the Chinese smartphone maker, the Delhi High Court has banned Xiaomi from importing or selling phones in India. And next up, we get you a report on that. It seems it's not going to be a Merry Christmas this year for Xiaomi, the world's third largest smartphone manufacturer. The Chinese company's attempt to take over the Indian market has taken a massive hit after Delhi High Court banned the import and sales of Xiaomi devices for allegedly infringing on Swedish telecom maker Ericsson's standard essential patents. The court also asked both Xiaomi and their e-commerce partner Flipkart to provide details of the devices sold so far in India that work on 3G, Edge and AMR technologies. In response to the Delhi High Court ban, Xiaomi wrote an official letter to its customers stating that we have been committed to continue our sales of Redmi Note and Redmi 1S devices in India. In the last 2 days alone, we received over 150,000 registrations for Redmi Note on Flipkart and the momentum has been terrific. However, we have been forced to suspend sales until further notice due to an order passed by the Delhi High Court. As a law-abiding company, we are investigating the matter carefully and assessing our legal options. Xiaomi, which entered the Indian smartphone market in July 2014, had been doing really well in the country and is on track to sell 60 million smartphones this year worldwide. But after its Indian glitch, Xiaomi's worth looks less certain. Now, when it comes to mid-range devices, few seem to take more pride in build quality and performance than HTC. They've launched the new HTC Desire A20Q, their first ever 64-bit processor smartphone in India. And up next, Sahil Gupta, assistant editor of India Today Digital, tells us if HTC's new offering lives up to all the hype. Take a look.
HTC's Desire A20Q is a unique animal. It offers a big screen experience, a unique design language, and it is also one of the first Android phones in the market to have a 64-bit processor. It also costs only Rs 22,000. Let's see how good an experience it can provide. The Desire 820Q has a 5.5-inch screen, which also means it's a phablet. It has a 720p resolution, which means it's not the sharpest screen around, but still it manages to provide good colors and decent viewing angles. Fortunately, under direct sunlight, the screen is a little too reflective, which means reading text is not an easy task. Overall, it's a decent screen. Desire 820Q has HTC's new industrial design language. It calls it the double shot design language, which uses polycarbonate with twin colors. As you can see out there, this blue lining is here with white being the major color. It looks quite attractive, and this is actually a very slim phone at 7.7 mm. So overall it feels nice. But the only downside of this design is that the plastic is really glossy and it attracts a lot of smudges, and it's a little slippery to hold. On the back, this phone has a 13-megapixel camera accompanied with a flash. In normal daylight, the results are good. In night, the results are a little disappointing. Overall, it's an average camera at best, which is par for the course for HTC. The bigger deal about this phone is its front-facing camera. It's got an 8-megapixel sensor out there, which is amongst the highest out there in the market. The results are very good, and selfie addicts are really going to like it. The headlining feature of the Desire 820Q is its processor. It uses Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 615 octa-core processor, which also has 4 64-bit cores. This phone also has 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of internal memory, and overall the performance is just silky smooth. The performance is actually quite similar to the HTC One M8, which is saying a lot considering this phone costs only Rs 22,000. Internally, this phone has a 2600 mAh battery, which admittedly is not very large for a phone of its size, but still the phone manages to last a day in average usage. If you're looking for a phablet from a big ticket manufacturer like HTC, then the Desire 820Q represents great value. It offers great performance, a nice design, and a decent screen. But moreover, it adds things like LTE support for India and also dual SIM capabilities. The only compromise on this phone is its rear 13-megapixel camera, which is average at best. Even its front-facing camera is actually quite brilliant.
Now it's that time in the show where we get you some top quality gaming action. And up next we bring you the review of a brand new racing game which may very well be the best racing game of the year. Check it out. The much awaited racing game from Ubisoft is finally here in India. The Crew is a title stacked with tons of features one would expect from a game of this type. Customization, vehicle unlocks, and long stretches of road. But the Crew goes widescreen with nearly every single aspect. Imagine Need for Speed Most Wanted on steroids, and you're starting to get the picture. First off, the world contained in the Crew is huge, ridiculously huge. Here is a game that offers a scaled-down map of the entire United States to blaze through. Sure, it's not as big as the real thing, but it's roughly 5,000 square kilometers of cityscapes, rural backgrounds, mountain passes, and deserts. Traveling coast to coast will take the players several hours, and they won't see one loading screen along the way. Like we said, this game is ridiculously huge. But if the immense scale of the Crew doesn't impress you, then the visuals certainly will, as this game just looks stunning. The attention to detail is amazing, from everything to the recreation of the United States to the stellar action-packed car chases. Running at a solid 1080p and 30 frames per second on both the PS4 and the Xbox One, this game was made for the next generation console. But the greatest strength of the game is undoubtedly the massively multiplayer online, and The Crew is one racing game that has been built from the ground up to offer sublime co-op and competitive online road thrashers. The map itself is always bursting with activities, and players causing the most damage or winning the most races are rewarded with both functional and cosmetic unlocks for their vehicles. The only real drawback to The Crew is that it requires an online connection for it to work. There is a story-based campaign and all of it can be played solo, but the nature of the game's persistent world demands that it be online all the time. So if you live in an area with bad internet connection, you might want to skip this game. But if that's not the case, then The Crew is one game that every racing fan should have in their collection. Now, if you're a professional gamer, then you know that competitive gaming is serious business. And in order to beat the best, you have to be equipped with the best. Good sound can make all the difference between victory and defeat. So next up, in no particular order, we get you the best gaming headsets available in India at the moment. First on our list is the Kingston HyperX Cloud, which is an over-the-air headset designed to look good while feeling comfortable, especially during long periods of usage. Designed with dynamic closed 53mm drivers, it provides a 15 to 25,000 Hz frequency response, which ensures superb audio quality, and that too at a pretty generous price tag of 6,399 rupees. Competitive gamers won't find a more better value for money headsets out there. If you're a gamer who likes to buy the best equipment to win all your conquests, then the Sennheiser Game Zero headset is for you. Not only is it extremely light and comfortable to wear, but it also delivers amazing audio quality across the entire range, from quiet moody music to in-your-face explosions and gunfire. Although for part-time gamers this might be a bit too much given the hefty price tag of 24,990 rupees. But you can make this value for money by using the headset for your regular music needs and for gaming when needed. Next up is the Creative Sound Blaster Tactic 3D Omega headset, which is pricey at Rs 14,979. But for that much money, you do get a set of fine-sounding wireless headphones that features a built-in mic for gaming. It doesn't have particularly strong bass, but it produces crystal clear audio with the convenience of cable-free listening. Then there is the Rocket Cave 5.1, which excels at recreating great ambience, if nothing else. But if that's all you want, then this headset is perfect. The design is very decent and the level of comfort is out of this world. At a price of 8,500 rupees, the Rocket Cave 5.1 is an excellent option for gaming enthusiasts who are after top quality surround sound. Last on our list is the SteelSeries Siberia Elite, and for a gamer, these are possibly one of the best headsets that you can buy. With a beautiful design, superb Dolby sound and the illumination of 16.8 million colors, Siberia Elite stands out for a unique gaming experience. Priced at 13,500 rupees, these are undoubtedly quality headsets, and if you can afford them, you won't regret purchasing them. Well, that's all the time we have on this episode of Gadgets and Gizmos. Hope you enjoyed the show. And if you have any questions or comments, you can tweet us at HLTGizmos. You can also always email us at htwg@aajtak.com. We'll see you same place, same time next week. But for all the news and updates, keep watching Headlines Today.